Yo, what's going on? I'm Sam. Welcome to fxhash Daily. Let's go review. We got a bunch of stuff to cover. So let's share this out. I'm gonna share them. Window. I got some music here, so jamming out. I wish I could share this, but I'm sure I get flagged and taken down. I should ask. I don't really care about monetization, but let's see this one. I think this one. Yeah, there we go. All right, let's look at the volumes. 24 hours. We got Willard, some Zancans. So that's two Zancans. Did somebody sweep the floor? And yeah, man, look at the floor. It got man, the floor. I think Sprocket Factory is like really ripe for sweeping. Like you look at the medium versus the floor, and it wouldn't actually. I looking at doing this a while back. You could buy it probably all the way up to 300, and feel pretty good about that. I think that's probably really reasonable if you're going to sweep this floor. Um, let's check out the stats. See, there's some good volumes. Wow, just today. Somebody's looking at it. 250. Yeah, so the floor's not hitting highs yet, but I definitely think the floor on this one should be like 3 to 4, maybe even 500 pretty soon. All right, so let's go back to the marketplace. Let me just check. Let's go back to the marketplace. Uh, Anything else that's interesting? I guess what two Tesseracts sold. The density wow, somebody sweep the density floor, or it's just some good decent volumes today. Nice, look at that. Um, Today, right? So a couple of densities, 5 densities sold. Interesting. Um, Nothing else. I'd like to see more volumes on the blue chips turning over. There really needs more. Like 1 to 2 Zancans a week is not enough to really carry things for a bug force. Actually, but I will say we're hitting a new high in the floor for Zancan. Yeah, new high on the floor. So floor is 925, and you know some nice ones to come in. Like if you're gonna buy, you could buy the black, the red. Uh, Honestly, like if I was a larger investor, I would just sweep every single Zancan. Like if I had 100 grand and I wanted to put in Zancan, I'd probably just come in and sweep Bug Forest. Um, some of the higher ones, like you could get like what 3 garden monuments, or you could come in and I don't know what is it. That's like 50. I mean, you could get a ton of. You could probably get 20 or 30 a bug forest. But I don't know if this exposure that people want. So let's talk about some of the mints over the past couple of days. Southern Gothic obviously was one. I thought this one was interesting. Definitely has a nice feel. Like the mints are very good. It reminds me of does it say? I feel like I've seen this before. Like it's definitely like a very flat. Um, it's almost like paper that he's working with. But I do like the layouts. It's nice. It's a mixture of churches and like soccer fields and swings and stuff. Um, and It's cool. It's definitely got a different vibe. Like this is cool. Like just to have the swing set. Um, has that Midwestern thing going on. I like this one. Let's see what the marketplace says. So the highest second sale was 100. Let's take a look and see if we can find that. Let me just do this. Oh wow, somebody did it right away. About 1 and 3. Whoa, that was big. About 1 and 3. Interesting. Oh wow, for 100. Wow. Huh. 7. So, I mean, this one minted out pretty low and it's done well. I mean, look, it's got a 39 floor and it minted out at this one minted out at like 6, I think, based on the price. So yeah, that's been really good. That's a really nice. Let's take a look at the floor. Oh yeah, look at that. Somebody just swept it up. This number of items listed have been pretty same. I think it's just the median price. Somebody swept the floor on this one and just bought it up. Not a bad one. You know, Willard's, it's his first project here on fxhash. I think it's pretty good. This is one that was cruising through called Bustling Bright. I'm gonna like let's take a look at the generative token so we can see more. I don't think it's image composition, but some of the mints are really beautiful. Like it's got a quilted feel. I'm not sure why this one didn't mint out. I mean, I understand it's eight tes, which for yeah. Um, yeah, so I can see why. I mean, this his Endless Worlds previous mints, I don't think really have done much. Let's look at his last one. So yeah, they're trading at like a 5 floor. So 8 was just too much. Probably should have started at like 1 to 2 and then let it run. You know, 1 would have allowed it to go mint out. But definitely a step up in production here. It feels really cool. I like the vibes. 8's probably a little bit steep, and that's probably why it's not minting out. But good try. Plottable Memories, the train station. So this is an abstract work that Greweb has been working with. He took all the pictures at Gare de l'Est in Paris. And apparently it's plottable. It takes time to produce, but you can take a look. It's these like different pictures of the train station, and it's cool. I mean, if I was plotting, I'd probably want to buy one and see how it goes. So these ones minted out at 5. They're now trading at 3, which is below floor. Probably because it's a bit more abstract. You know, like it's definitely. Does it count as image composition? Yeah. So I mean, it is a bunch of different images, and they've kind of all been thrown into here. It's okay. I don't think I'll find that one. Here's the Zancam we'll come back to. Daydreamer, this one minted out at 20. Oh, wow. And it's below floor as well, too. I mean, it's cool. It's got this, cute foresty feel. Look at all the trees, how they render. That's nice. Huh. I like the rendering of this. It feels like some paper, like it's like paper that's been added. I think it's pretty nice. Let's look into the rarest first, probably with some different color mountains or something. Ooh, there's like some waterfalls. But it's cool how it just draws it front to back and you get like these very flat mountains. Like they're almost pieces of paper which are in a diorama or something. But this one minted out, it's trading below market or below floor. And secondary sales have been low, probably because of the 20 price point. Yeah, the price point was just too low. Okay, so this one should be minted out by now. Oh, 25. Okay, so it's at 6. So this one's minting right now. It's called a watch. This is the second from Ross. So Ross's first one, a clock. Surprisingly well. So this one minted at 4, and it's trading at 18. So definitely has done well in the secondary. There's actually been a lot of secondary sales here, which has been great. I know the waiting to be signed people have been talking about how like if you're running a direct or a descending auction right now, or a Dutch auction right now, typically the primary stays high and then the secondary goes there. So 250,000 minted at I think it's probably 10. But sales have been muted. How long's the activity been going? All right, so it's only been going a half an hour. Already has 300 sales, but the price is trending lower on these. This is an interesting one. It takes a while to load. It's the only thing that I said about it. I wonder if they could have done some optimization of the code. But nice mints. I wonder what they look like, kind of big. How do I? Oh, it can go up to 8,000. Looks like there's some words as well too. Oh no, it's just kind of. It looks like words, but it's just something on the side. So yeah, these are cool. I might pick a few up. I need to see how it goes. I actually didn't mint anything for the past few days just because nothing was super appealing to me. Um, this Puzzles in the Mind also minted out at probably 10 or maybe 15. This one's had 3K on the primary, 500 on the secondary. What's the floor been doing? Oh, well, this one just minted, so we'll see how it goes. But the floor is 20, and I don't know, it's just a little strange. Like, you get some... Let me take a look at individual pieces, because sometimes it's just not great to look at the... Is something happening here? Okay, maybe I'm missing something here, but it didn't do anything. Or maybe that was just the one. I thought I clicked on this one, but is it supposed to get darker or something? I don't know. I don't think so. Maybe I'm just being impatient. Right, so I looked at tender. What's okay? So I got this buy, which obviously I'm taking a hit on, but I'll get the 1-to-1. I bought some grid studies, and I'm hoping that I bought it for 230, and the floor is 180. I think grid studies will come up. It's a decent one. The Planet Error ones definitely underwhelming. Wait, I paid 140. Average price is, oh man, is it really there on Planet Error? You know, the problem with Planet Error is I think it's not a really it's not that captivating when you look at it on its own. I'm sure there's some technological stuff that went into it on the coding side, but you know, it's trading well below. I think this is one just to hang on to, honestly. Maybe somebody sweeps it later on, but 75 seems a little bit low. Also, the Rococos or Phenomenon Rococo, it's down. I could see the dedicated comics. That probably was the one that I probably shouldn't have paid so much for. I paid 66 for the one. That's more of the one where he might do something later on. These other ones I'm not really so worried about. Like Reese does some cool stuff. I paid above mint for that, or I paid above floor for that one because it was a cool one. These ones are going to zero. This float rest, Chris Randall. Yeah, I mean that one took a big hit. Some of these are just already like gotten smashed. I shouldn't have bought them. I think the thing is like, watch what's happening on the secondary. So cost is 9.4. Floor value is like 10.8. But this is better, so 9,200. It'd be interesting to see how this goes along, because like potential return, my best ones so far have been Turner Light, which obviously everybody has been looking on that one. Gerhard has done really well. Bugged Forest has been doing really well, and will continue to do with the floor going higher. And I got a couple of other ones which I think I'll sit on for a while, and hopefully I think it's just time. Like Kilt, obviously pretty cool. I don't know how the volumes are right now, but you know, some of these things, there's just not enough volume in the market right now. Like coming back, like looking at the market, 7 days. So Turner Light obviously getting a bunch, but let's look at like 24 hours. So Zancan, wow, was there a third Zancan that was sold? Or it's just, no, 2 Zancans that were sold. Who got one for 800? That's really nice. That's a great pickup price. So, I mean, just like look, you know, like a 24-hour volume on the low end on CETA is 255. That's incredibly low. You know, that's like $300 or something. So, even on the 7-day, there's still just not a ton of volume, which, bear market vibes, big bear market vibes. Um, I think you have to look at the 30-day volume to really understand like where the good stuff to buy is. Turner Light, obviously, but good pickup. Bug Force, like if you're really going like sub 1,000, which I think is the place to be, right? You're trying to buy for like somewhere between 100 to 300 and sell it for like 1,000 to 3,000. So, or you're going for hitting out of the park with like the Zancans, right? So picking up any sort of Bug Force below 1,000, I think is great. 1,000 Tez. I think the uh, Turner Lights, obviously, how's this marketplace doing? So Turner Lights, if Zancan wasn't around, I'd probably sweep the turn. Like if I didn't sweep those Zancans, I would have swept this because you could pick up. I would just pick up everything up to 500. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's just call it 10 or 9. 9 times 5 is 4,500. So you could sweep these for like 4,500 and kind of expect that they're going to go to 1,000. And then you've got 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 9. So you could expect a 2x on that, which I think is reasonable for these Turner Lights, especially like they should be trading at 1,000. Here, let's look at the stats. This one's probably the most interesting one. Floor stayed roughly the same. Median prices stayed the same. Number of items listed has stayed the same. Volume has kind of dropped off after the first few days. Average sales, yeah. So I don't know. I think like this is the time to like try to snipe some Turner Lights and then go from there. But all in all, like pretty chill week in the markets. There wasn't anything huge since the last thing that I talked about. Let's look at the incoming. What's this? The Island Volume 2? Arab Scallion. How did the Island Volume 1 go? Oh, 5. So this feels like a repeat. Okay, so after Turner Light, now we get a bunch of Turner Light copies. So, this is like a low budget Turner Light. Assembling machine starts tomorrow. So, whoa, this one goes at 125. Wow. Oh, these are pretty nice. I like the color palette. It starts at 125 and then goes to 36. Is there a reason to mint so high? 125 can get an 8x10 of the print. That's pretty good. I mean, that's people. I think people are getting smarter with these prints, and how they get them. They're actually pretty nice. I like this. I'll mint this one. I don't know if I'll mint at the top tier. I don't really want to print. I have no wall space, but this is good. I'm gonna leave that one open. A Pate? Is this like another Turner Light copy? Yeah. No. Oh, another Marixels. Uninhabitable. So the guys, there's people I'm waiting to be signed said that they have something coming, but I just don't see it. They said it was Jerez who. Okay, well that's that. I think that's gonna wrap it up. Go buy some Zancans. Floor's still under 1,000, which is great. Pick up as many as you can. Even my sales, I sold a couple of kinetograms this week. Let's see how kinetograms is doing on the open market. Yeah, I sold at the right price for 40. I'm really just waiting. So like Jerez, who did this, has a new one coming out with the waiting to be sign crew. Wow, man, Riz is getting. Is it just because they had too many drops in 1 month? I don't know. How's this one? This one was 55, so I don't know how Loomings is just getting. Loomings is at 30. I have a lot on sale. I'm gonna have to go back. I think a lot of it's just waiting. I'll probably sweep on Snell's artifacts at some point. It's getting down to 10, so I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. Sweep these again. I actually like this one. It's nice. It's cool. Because I think Esteen will have success after this. He's down. His mints are getting better. A Place to Live was good. Snell's Artifacts was really nice. Hopefully he goes and kind of, he's got a lot of other ones, but he's getting better, which is a nice progression to see. So I think this one will be something that people return to if he keeps on producing. Okay, so yeah, that's going to wrap it up. This is a fun episode of FX Daily, and we'll see you again